Good morning, folks, and welcome to twitch.tv/gameswithnick for an early stream. I won't be able to stream later today for other engagements, so I figured, you know what, let's play some Trails this kind of morning instead. So last time, we left it off that we were gonna go to Lake Valeria, because we think the tracks of the Kappa family can be traced to a spot near Valeria Lake, so... It's a good thing we killed those monsters too, because otherwise they would be in the way. Okay. Oh, you too. They're all the same level, which is nice. And roughly around the same amount of XP. Olivier is a little bit lower. And we're definitely over leveled to pay any mind to these folk. Unless these folk decide to pay attention to us, which is always possible. Did I change the... No, I didn't. Why does... Wait. Why you need... What do you need to get Later? Oh, you need a yellow one. That's why. Yeah, that's not gonna happen because this has to be a black one. Okay, okay. Well, I'm definitely gonna give you HP 2 so you get Later. Chaos Brand is pointless. Let's give you Defense 1 so you have Stone Hammer. Her slots are still sealed and will probably be for a while. I wish I had better quartz. I know it's only chapter 1, but I kinda wish I had some of the AoE attacks. So this is the North Shore of Valeria Lake, huh? It certainly seems peaceful and quiet around here. The inn doesn't look too shabby either. I stayed here once before I was in the area on an odd job. The wine's great, the room's nice. Pretty much what you'd expect from a place like this. Too bad this isn't a pleasure trip. You mean it's not? I at least intended to toss my carrots to the wind for a while. Taking cat naps in a rocking boat by day and filling my belly with food and wine by night. Heaven. This is what a vacation is all about. Come on, everyone, I was just joking. We can enjoy vacation any time, but that's the only time we can enjoy taking care of some would-be thieves. Even I, Olivier Lundheim, know enough to get my priorities straight. I don't think this has anything to do with enjoyment or not. Hey, well, whatever. As long as he does his share of the work he's here to do. Let's see if we can find the old man staying here that loves fishing. I guess who said he saw some suspicious individuals here 2 nights ago, right? Okay. Old man who loves fishing. How about up here? Up. Nope. Okay, what's this? There are some fishing rods propped against a rack. Dude, where are you staying? And why can't I find you? Guess I'll just talk to her. Welcome to the Kingfisher Inn. Just let me know if you would like to stay. Nope. The Kingfisher Inn in Bose and the Maple Leaf Inn in Zeiss are my favorite places to stay. My mother and I come here every year on vacation around this time. It's a tradition in our family. My mother seems to look forward to it every time. I kinda feel bad for my father, though, as he always gets left behind. Ah, you know, girl time. That's understandable. No, he's definitely not inside the inn. Oh, wait. No, this just leads back outside to a different thing. Where are you, old man? Oh, down here? Yeah, there you are. Can I ask you something? Ah, he's not responding at all. He must be really into his fishing. Oh, so this is what a fishing maniac looks like, huh? They seem like a unique breed. Not as unique as you, that's for sure. The man seems to be concentrating on his fishing. Well, I don't know that there's much else we can do. Welcome to Kingfisher Inn. Are you all here to stay? Let's see, yes and no. How should I put it? We're here looking for a certain someone. Is there a guest staying here who loves to fish? Well, pretty much everybody who stays here loves to fish. We heard he was a friend of the old man who stayed here yesterday. You have a clue who that might be? Oh, are you talking about old man Kuwano? You're talking about his fishing buddy, then I think you must mean Lloyd. Lloyd? I heard he's a professional angler who came all the way here from the Royal City. It seems as though he's a member of the Fisherman's Guild there. Sounds like a pretty amazing guy. So you're saying he's that old man fishing out back? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's the one you're talking about. You might be able to get his attention if you call his name out really loud. Alright. Hey, Lloyd. Excuse me. Are you the man named Lloyd who's from the Royal City? Wow, he's really focused. He's tuned everything out of his mind but fishing. It looks like this is where my skills come into play. What are you? Just sit back and enjoy. Olivier leaned over and with a smile that left all kinds of things up to interpretation blew into the man's ear. What? Oh my goodness, what in the... Who are you kids? And where did you come from? That was a dirty trick to play on him, Olivier. Yeah, that was pretty low. How did you do this evening, good sir? We tried calling you out a moment ago, but we could see that, like a true professional, your attention was fixed upon your task. You're Lloyd, aren't you? Yes, that's right. But how did you know my name? We heard from a certain old man about you. Do you have some time you can spare to speak with us? I see. Oh, so you heard from Mr. Kuwano, did you? Yeah, I saw the strange pair about 2 nights ago. I knew it. Can we get you to fill us in a little more on the details? Before that, are you all prisoners or something? Is this somehow related to some sort of crime? We can't say for sure, but there does appear to be a possibility. Gotcha. In that case, I'll do what I can to help you out. It was the other night when I was out fishing on my boat. I was returning to the inn, that tired after a day of battling down with the Slake's guardian. It had gotten late into the night, and it was about time when everybody at the inn was asleep in their beds. Now hold on a minute. What do you mean by the Slake's guardian? Oh, I'm glad you asked! The guardian is a
giant salmon that swims the murky depths of Valeria Lake. It has been the feared king of the waters among fishing lovers for a decade.
Crap, I shouldn't have asked. It looks like you've thrown a log to the maniac's fire. Is it really the future of a fish like you say?
You'd bet your last beer it is, and I've been chasing the darn thing for the last 5 years of my life. It comes and goes in different parts of Valeria Lake and changes its feeding spots on the web. I heard from a buddy of mine that had appeared in these parts, so I came a-running from the Royal City. Huh? No, that's what I call passion. I can completely understand where you're coming from. Whenever I find something I like, I stop at nothing until I get a hold of it. For example, a bottle of Grand Chardonnay and such. In your case, steal it is more accurate. How about we get back to our story? So, Lloyd, what happened when you came back from fishing that night? Oh, right. I had returned to the boat and was on my way to the inn when I saw an odd couple head out onto the road from the grounds behind the building.
Out to the road? In the middle of the night?
Yep, no doubt about it. They headed out on the New Ensom path. First I thought they were a group of people visiting from the city heading back home, but it was way too late for something like that, and when I asked the inn next day, nobody knew a thing about it. Thought maybe I'd seen a couple ghosts or something then.
Ghosts? There are ghosts that come out here?
Just so you know, the two I saw were a young couple. They might have been lost souls who committed a double suicide after not being accepted by those around them.
Don't tell me anymore! Oh, brother. A bracer that's afraid of ghosts. The guild is doomed. Not to mention her habit of always wanting to hear more ghost stories and other bizarre stuff. Now, isn't your being scared attractive in its own right, Estelle? Not sexy, but cute nonetheless. Like a little kitten shivering in the cold. You'd better watch out because this little kitten bites.
Well, I was just kidding about the ghost part. But the couple did in fact seem to be one with a purpose and reason. I say this because the girl was wearing some rather odd clothing.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I saw her from behind, so I couldn't say for sure. But it looked to me like she was wearing some kind of school uniform.
School uniform? It couldn't be. It wasn't one from the Junior Trial Academy, was it?
Wow, you really know your stuff, kid. You betcha. My niece gets there as well, and it looks exactly the same as the one she wears.
I see. This whole event just got a lot more interesting. It's her! I know that it's that lying tomboy for sure. We're following onto her trail.
What? So she's an acquaintance of yours? Then while you're at it, tell the two of them not to fret and rush into anything they'll regret later on. If my mind isn't failing me, I could have sworn they said something about coming again tonight.
Is that true?
Yep. We'll be back here in 2 days, is what the young man said. This doesn't seem rather serious, so I couldn't help but think on it.
Well, that's understandable. We appreciate the valuable information. Just leave the rest up to us. We won't let them get into any more trouble than they already are in.
Oh, I see. That's a relief to hear. I feel like a weight's been lifted off my shoulders now. Now that it is off my chest, I feel like taking a boat out and fishing again. Well, there's no time to lose. I'll leave you youngins to your work.
Man, I don't even measure up when it comes to the fishing net. You mentioned something about a fisherman's guild too. I wonder what kind of group that is. So how is this couple involved with the missing airliner incident exactly? If you don't mind telling me, that is. Well, in a nutshell. Sure, explain the encounter Josette and Roland. I see. It seems to be the person in question, alright. Which means that tonight is the night, huh? Yeah. It looks like we should probably get a room, just in case. We're going to be here in for a late night tonight. Alright, let's go ask the receptionist about a room. Will you be staying here with us tonight? Yeah, that's the plan. Hold on, Estelle. If there's anything that we haven't taken care of, we'd better do it now. I don't want to head back to Bose after we've gotten a room. Oh, I guess you're right. Okay, just to make sure that the deadline doesn't expire, let's go to the guild and turn in the one quest that we've completed but not turned in yet. Just to mix it up, let's use a stone hammer. Oh, you jerk. Do I need to actually do that, or can I just... Yeah, I can just smack him. I'm high level enough that these guys I can just smack now. So our goal for the playthrough is to try and get the maximum number of eraser points that we can. And to open every chest and read the dialogue of every chest we open. So, out of a measure of cautiousness, let's go turn in the last thing too. Pretty check, we have the best equipment we can have. Yeah, we're still too low on Sepith to open stuff. And honestly, at this point, I wouldn't probably want to open Shera's ornament. We're gonna say goodbye to her when we start Chapter 2, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe she'll come with us to Rouen. But soon into Chapter 2, we'll say goodbye to her, so it's just not worth it. Alright. We'll be staying here with us tonight. Yep. Get a room. Alright then. Please come with me. I'll show you to your room. Oh, I don't know why I went with Shera's voice for her. But it's fine. This is where you'll be staying. I'll leave you here, so please relax until dinner is served. This is quite a nice room. It has a certain atmosphere that you just don't find back in the city. Yeah, it's great, huh? It wasn't that expensive either. What to do now? How about relax until it gets dark? What a nice idea! I mean, we're not happy to just do that, but is it really okay to take it easy? Rest when you can. That's the best part of a bracing shop, too. This is our free time, so let's enjoy a meal, take a stroll, or something else. Wow, what a picturesque view. The entire lake looks like it's glowing. Bet we can see the real city on the opposite side because of the haze. But from here, it's easy to tell that this is the biggest lake in the kingdom. This lake is a fisher's dream come true. I bet it'd be a blast to throw a line in those waters. Then how about it? Might be a nice change of pace for you. Yeah, maybe I will. What are you going to do, Joshua? Me? Let's see. There's a book I've been meaning to read, so maybe I'll just sit in that chair and relax. How old are you again? Only geezers talk about sitting back and relaxing. Young boys are supposed to get out and move their bodies. I'll leave that part to you. Sometimes it can be such a drag. Oh well, I should hurry up and decide on a fishing spot. Somewhere on that pier looks like it might be a lucky spot for bites. Well, I don't have a fishing pole though, right? Yeah. People come here to enjoy fishing. If you'd like to borrow a fishing pole, we can loan you one, so all you need to do is ask. Yeah, that's... Shows out in Olivia and having a drink of chilled fruit wine together. Shera, should you start drinking again when it's only noon? No matter how light the liquor is, drinking too much is bad for your health, right? Don't worry, this stuff is just like water. But still, sometimes we all need to take a breather. I understand your concern for Shera, but you can leave her to me. Actually, sure is not the one I'm concerned about. I... Like, Maybe I'll talk to Joshua first. Aren't you going to fish? The pier looks like a nice spot. How about you try too, Joshua? You're not so bad yourself, you know? Just not as good as you. I think I'll just sit here and watch if all the fishing practice has paid off. Yes, this looks good. Definitely the best spot. Now let's see about casting a few lines. Crap, I don't have a fishing pole. I wonder if somebody at the end has a spare I can borrow. Couldn't have just given it to me when I was asking it for you like 3 times. No. You have a fishing pole I could borrow? Yes, of course we do. They're right over there, and they're free to use for anyone lodging here. Wow, really? Score! This is a really pretty nice route to be loaning out to everyone. Alright then, I'll put it to good use. Please enjoy yourself. Let's see, from this pier, which would be the best place to drop a line? I guess it doesn't matter. I want to say where the shade reaches. Right around here looks nice. Come on, fish, fishy, fishies. Now what should I do about bait? There's a lot of bait. Alright, let's sit back and relax and see what we can come up with. Sweet, I got a bite. This is the critical part. How should I bring it up? Wait until it gets tired before reeling it in. Alright, let's see what we got. Liberal carp. This one is just my warm-up. Let's see. What should I do now? Continue. Wonder what should I do? Don't change. Got a lure. Smelt. Quite a little fishy. You're just gonna make fun of me if he sees this. Should I just eat now to have the evidence? Oh, boots. I'll say I'm a little disappointed. Quit. This is not an actual fishing minigame, but... Man, it's already starting to get dark. I guess I ended up with a pretty good catch after all. Hey, check this out, Joshua. Look what I caught. Huh? Joshua. What's this? The book 100 Days War seems to have been left on the table. Estelle picked it up. I wonder if Joshua just forgot this. You're being so sharp, he sure can miss the things sometimes. I guess I'll just have to take it to him myself. Then again, I wonder where he could have taken off to. Can I read the book? No. Oh, maybe. Yes! Alright. Give me a second, I need to blow my nose. Well, I realized that I forgot to unmute after I blew my nose. So that's cool. I guess the only thing we missed is the book and these last few dialogue lines. It's fine. I wonder why it is that when I hear some of your harmonic in the evening like this, it makes me want to cry. So you're still not going to ask? About my past, I mean. We promised, remember? You were going to tell me when you felt like it, and I wasn't going to ask, right? But considering 5 years have passed, it doesn't seem like such a big deal anymore. Yeah, it has been 5 years, hasn't it? Can you just live with me for that long and not have a million questions? That day, your father came home with this beat-up kid. Some random stranger who never says a word about his past. Why do you take him like that? Well, it seems like you have his thing to do. Besides your family now, Joshua. Like I said before, I know you pretty well. You love books, you're a weapons geek, and you've got a serious neck for just about anything that comes your way. You're kind and fair, but you've also got a way of not letting others inside by using politeness like a shield. Now, wait a minute. And you're caring and lonely. Of course, I don't know everything about your past. If you want to make comparisons, I don't know a whole lot about Dad's past either. But it doesn't mean he and I are in family, right? Being a family for us has more to do with me knowing his personality, his habits, the food he likes. You know, the kind of things that only I would know firsthand. And you're no different, Joshua. You're making it impossible to argue with you. You know that? It's been like that since the first time we met. And you gave me that flying kick to the gut as I was lying in bed. Wounded, might I add. Did I really do that? Yep, injured and all. More than once. I'm sure it was just a bit of childish play. Blame that for my lack of social graces. Yeah, sure, nice excuse. But anyway, Estelle. What? As I'm sure we solved this whole airliner mystery. I don't know if Dad's been captured or anything, but let's resolve this with our own hands. Sure. That's exactly what I intend to do. How about we head back to the inn? I'm sure supper is ready by now. Goody, I'm starving. We need to get our fill so we're ready for tonight. Alright. Now that... Excuse me, I am so phlegmy today, I don't know why. Now that we are not muted anymore, let's reread the book, and I'll make sure to cut off the first reading from the YouTube. But the 100 Days War. Outbreak of War. In spring 1192 of the Septian calendar, a single cannon shot struck the Hacken Gate, situated in the northern part of the Liberal Kingdom. This marked the beginning of an invasion later known as the 100 Days War, and the moment in which the Raging Golden Stallion assailed the noble White Falcon. During this time, the Hacken Gate was little more than a reinforced medieval rampart. It easily succumbed to the round fire by one of the Empire's Redford Company built orbital tanks, leaving a section of the age barrier fractured beyond repair. And as the Liberal Kingdom's other defensive walls were hit in succession by a fusillade of cannonballs, they too fell under the explosive impact and were reduced to a mountain of rubble. At about the same time that the first cannon shot was fired, a single letter from the Erebonian embassy located in the royal city was delivered to Queen Alicia. More specifically, it was the writ containing a declaration of war by the Erebonian Empire upon the Liberal Kingdom.
In terms of diplomatic wisdom, the propriety of the declaration was established by being handled prior to the preemptive strike, but in this instant, there was hardly a difference in time between when the two occurred. In short, firing the first shot at the exact moment war was declared on the Liberal Kingdom made it possible for the Erebonian Empire to guise their preemptive strike as one of legitimacy when the first bombshell hit. This could be referred to as a new diplomatic war tactic, the one incapable of being employed without a meticulous level of planning used in concert with a normal communications system. After the destruction of the Hacking Gate, the Imperial Army began its invasion of Liberal in earnest. Overall, its troop strength was made up of 13 divisional units. This proved to be roughly half the Empire's entire military force, and was such a massive deployment that it exceeded 3 times that of the Liberals' entire Royal Army. Within a month after the outbreak of war, the Imperial Army had occupied nearly all of the Liberal territory. Only the Grancel region and Leiston Fortress, situated just off the shore of Valyria Lake, remained in opposition. So rapidly were these blitz tactics carried out that even the Calvert Republic, an ally of the Liberal Kingdom and longtime rival of the Erebonian Empire, never had the opportunity to dispatch auxiliary forces to aid its partner. However, in the following attempt by the Imperial Army to take direct control over the Zeiss Central Factory in Malgamine, they instead found themselves on the verge of being forced to surrender to Queen Alicia, who remained entrenched within the royal city. 2 months following the outbreak of war, the battle situation was altered in a way which no one could have previously anticipated. Unbeknownst to the Erebonian army, 3 patrol ships were quietly being developed behind the walls of Leiston Fortress. Upon completion, they were put under the direction of veteran commander General Morgan, and a large-scale counterattack was launched. These patrol ships, shielded by armor far superior to the tanks of their Imperial counterparts, and mounted with a substantial amount of high-performance orbital weaponry, had also managed to boost their speed to over 1800 Selga per hour. Using these crafts, an independent mobile force lauded as the elite of the elite, Liberal's forces mounted an attack and quickly recaptured the checkpoints connecting the various regions. And as this strike was underway, they simultaneously launched an amphibious attack from Leiston Fortress and one by one defeated the remaining isolated Imperial divisions. After just 3 months following the outbreak of war, the larger part of the Imperial Army's remaining divisions finally surrendered. However, as capitulation was at hand, there were indications of a surge of further reinforcements from the Imperial homeland, a move which galvanized other continental nations to follow suit and join the Calvert Republic in supporting Liberal. Together they lambasted the Empire, and a formidable group of allied forces began to materialize. Amidst all the chaos, the Septian Church, in cooperation with the Bracer Guild, called for an armistice, and after approximately 100 days from the start of the war, the hostilities came to an end. The following year of 1193, in the Erb Royal Villa of the outskirts of the royal city, a peace treaty was signed by both the Liberal and the Erebonian sides. Although no indemnification was made, an official apology was offered up by the Imperial government as they expressed that they had made a grievous error attributed to a tragic incident occurring within their borders. What's interesting is that we will visit both the Calvert Republic and the Erebonian Empire eventually. The Empire is the setting of all the Cold Steel games, and the Calvert Republic is the setting of the not yet published but announced that they will get to them, the Trails of Black Trails, or it's Kuro is the series in Japanese, which means black. So I'm not sure how they're going to translate it, but that's the series after the Cold Steel arc. And the Cold Steel arc itself is after the so-called Crossbell arc, which takes place in a city-state. And I think it's interesting that part of the whole Trail series is also exploring various forms of government and their pros and cons. This is sort of an Enlightenment kingdom. The Empire is an empire and has, the structure of a giant empire. And the Crossbell is a city-state, and so it's a smaller scale kind of setting, which I think is very interesting. Also, the fortress is right there, right in between Zeiss and Grancel. Cool. Alright. Oh, I almost forgot. Here's your book, Joshua. Oh, right. Estelle held out the book she found on the table. I'm actually done with it. And at this point, it just ended up being bulk weight. I wonder what I should do with it. Does this change anything? Probably not, but
Can I read it? Looks like a pretty difficult book, but do you think I could spend some time with it and understand it? Actually, you'd be fine. There's already a lot of stuff you know in there anyway. So, do you want to take a stab at it, Estelle? Sure, I'll give it a shot. I mean, we already read it, so... Let's go in. Have dinner. Ooh. Help a fellow out. I'm begging you. I can't take another drink. Wow, I think I've just reconsidered my opinion of you, Olivier. It's pretty rare for anyone to still be conscious after a night of wine with Shara. Hehe. Well, then the two of you come at a good time. How about having a drink together? We're both good for that, right? We're going to eat dinner now, so the answer is no. Come on, you two. When I say, let's drink, we drink! You're going to make me very angry if you don't sit down for a glass with me. Oh, great. She's already reached stage 2. Rage mode. Don't worry, Shara. Olivia says it's good for another couple rounds. How about having him keep you company? Tch. What? So you can still drink more, can you? Yeah. Joshua, how could you just give me to her like that? I can't. Don't you feel sorry for the poor guy? I don't know, should I? You're like a little demon and cute at the same time, too. At least the fish are polite here. I guess it'll be just fine. How about we sit at the counter? I'd hate to bother the two of them. Right, good idea. Please, Shara, I'm pleading with you. You and the fish. Don't pour me another glass. Oh. This might actually be a strategy on Shara to have Olivier be knocked out. Oh, he's totally plastered. It looks like even a guy who takes a sweet time for everything could have sent up to a drunken Shara. Oh wow, what a night of drinking. I've been so busy lately, I haven't been able to enjoy myself like this for a while. And you're not even red in the face either from all that alcohol. Are you sure you haven't had some kind of special training, Shara? It could have been all the bizarre liquors I drank while I was in the troop. You know, like the ones with scorpions and asps in them. I would have built up my resistance that way, but who knows? Somehow, I don't think that that's the case. Anyway, how do you plan on doing with him? He's pretty much useless as he is. Let's just let him sleep. Looks so peaceful now, I wouldn't want to disturb him. There's a very high possibility that we will have a direct encounter with the Sky Bandits tonight. And getting a civilian wrapped up in the middle of it all wouldn't be a good idea. Don't tell me you got Olivia drunk so he wouldn't be able to come along, didn't you? Well, of course I did, and he'll thank me in the long run too. After his raging hangover, anyway. And so that whole time, you were just toying with him, weren't you? Let's see. It's getting late. Let's hurry and begin our stakeout around the inn. Don't skirt around the issue, Shara. Quiet, you. For the time being, we're going to circle up the far pier. Understood. Alright then, let's go. I don't see anyone. I don't know what kind of business those siblings could have here, but do you think they'll really show up? There's no guarantee, of course, but if Lloyd's information has any truth to it, my best guess is that they'll be here. However, if we move around too much, there's the possibility we'll be seen and they'll take off. Since the Sky Bandits are supposed to come from the road, it might be a good idea to watch the area. Right, so where should we watch from? You know, a place we can see the road without being noticed ourselves. Looks like that would be ideal. Second floor of the inn. Hey, what's that? Well, it looks like we're a little early, huh? Yeah, it seems that way. You know, if this was the middle of the day, we could have gotten ourselves a bite to eat on the way. Quit talking nonsense. We're outlaws, remember? Now let's hurry up and get moving. Ah, wait for me, Kyle. I should have known to beat them. Looks like they're headed for the far pier. I wonder what they intend to do. Shall we take a look and find out? Let's try to get as close as we can without being noticed. I should have figured out they wouldn't be here yet. They always come exactly on time. I really hate those guys. They act like they're so superior, and to be honest, they're kind of scary. No doubt about that, but they are quite the clandestine bunch. But there's not much we can do about it. This is an order from Don. Seems to be a good place. Yeah, we can hear every word they're saying too. Hey, Kyle. Don't you think Don's been acting a bit strange recently? It's just not like him, if you ask me. You know, the whole hijacking of airliners thing. Well, I admit it was lucrative. Now we've got the army clamping down on us at full scale. Not to mention those annoying bracers are not involved. And he's gone and taken hostages and demanded a ransom in return. No matter how I think about it, it seems that Don has gone way overboard this time. In the end, you'll always just be a girl. Deep down, you're not cut out to run with a bad crowd. Excuse me? Okay, maybe not the best wording, but I meant it as a compliment. Things are getting too tough for you. You're always welcome to try salvaging a life back home. Shouldn't be too hard to get by as long as you don't set your sights too high. Although admittedly, it is a bit colder than the live world. Do you think you can just treat me like I'm a kid and I'm not going to get angry? Out to see you get by without me, what with that crap cooking and all, not to mention the laundry. You really want to go back to burnt toast and turning your underwear inside out?
Oh god, that is way too much information.
Okay. I see your point, but I really am sick of toast, burnt or otherwise. But anyway, think about what I said before it gets too late to back out. Now getting back to what you said earlier, I do have to agree that Don has been acting pretty weird. Does he expect us to just keep fishing for a ransom? We should take what we can get. And I like to believe that Don is smart enough to see that. Don't you think he started acting strange about the time the guy showed up? That is the only thing I can think of as to why he started acting like this. Yeah, he was the one who introduced us to those other guys too. He might even have gotten Don to buy into his ideas. Who is that guy and he? That's really a good question. Huh? What's that over there? What's what? It looks like whatever it is that we're waiting for finally showed up. It looks like you made it. On time as usual, huh? Could come a little earlier for a change, or even late. Definitely not my type, that's for sure.
Say what you will, but we're trained to be punctual. Now if that displeases you, then let me offer my sincerest apologies.
Relax, I was just being sarcastic. Now I know you guys are definitely not the type I want to be around. Enough already, we don't have time for that. Now, how about we get down to business? Have there been any other developments since last time?
Yes, in fact, Her Majesty has finally made a move. She intends to contribute to the ransom from her own assets.
Seriously? We're gonna get paid out of the Queen's own pocket? I guess we're pretty close to getting the money then, right? How about the Royal Army? Is there any indication that they've figured out where our hideout is?
Not yet, but it's only a matter of time until they do. We received reports that members of the Bracer Guilds are on the move as well. At any rate, on the morning of the payoff, you need to leave your hideout behind.
Yeah, no problem there. We just happened to run into the temporary shelter by chance. Don shouldn't have any regrets about it either. There are way too many suspicious types involved in this. What do you want to do, Shara? Shoot them all, let Idea sort them out? I've got a much better idea. A better idea? These two siblings here appearing here means that the Skyman Searship is parked somewhere nearby. There's not much we could do if they got away again, so how about we try taking that out first? I see. Take away there means their escape, right? I'm down for that. How about you, Joshua? Joshua? Oh, right. Take out the airship first, right? Yeah, I think it's a good idea too. What's wrong? Your face looks really tense all of a sudden. It's nothing. Yeah, I'm sure it's just my mind playing tricks on me. We don't have much time. We've got to get out into the road and start looking for that airship before they finish their meeting. Corey took the road and searched the location of the airship. And... so they're parked in front of the Amber Tower, huh? This is definitely the perfect place to land since it's off the main road. What do you want to do, Sheriff? Should we subdue them? That's one way to go about things. There's more than double their number since the last time we encountered them. Don't worry, even with twice as many guys, they're no match to us. So how about we take them all out at once?
I don't know that if it's the best way to go about things. Sorry to keep you all waiting.
Ali? Keep it down or they're gonna hear you. Wow, isn't this a surprise? I can't believe you're standing here after the state you were in before. Your tolerance is... impressive.
Hey, who do you think you're talking to? Rather than miss a minute of your fair company, I dutifully puked my guts and dumped a bucket of cold water over my head. Voila, I was good to go.
I don't know about that. I think I hear your liver screaming somewhere in there. That's some serious nasty.
Come on, I can let you all enjoy your fun yourselves, right? I'd just come out of the inn when I saw you guys hit the road, so I came running from behind to catch you up with you.
I guess I went a little too easy on you. Maybe I should have had you down all that brandy at once.
You'd have put me to sleep for good if you'd done that, Sheriff. But anyway, fighting the Sky Bandits here would lack finesse, don't you think?
I don't think that's the issue here.
No, I'm serious. Even if you subdue them all and manage to arrest the two siblings, there's still a chance they won't tell you where their hideout is. And they might even use the hostages as leverage to demand their release.
Well, there is a risk involved with whatever course of action we take. Or do you have a good plan on how we can avoid taking such a risk?
Oh, boy do I ever! Listen up, everyone.
Okay. But if you blow in my ear, I'm seriously going to punch your lights out.
Kyle, Gisette. It's good to see you made it back. I didn't think you'd be gone so long. So that took longer than I expected, huh?
Yeah, but we're nearing an end with our negotiations. We also managed to get a great deal of information about what's going on with our Royal Army.
So what you're saying is...
Yep, we'll be getting the ransom on them within a few days. We'll finally be one step closer to making our dream a reality.
We did it! Sweet.
Can't lie down, guys. It's a little too early to be getting excited yet. For the moment, we need to get back to the hideout and report to Dawn. Alright, everyone. Pack up and let's get out of here.
Roger that!
Temperature outside is 69.8 degrees with 15% humidity. There is a south-southwest wind blowing at a speed of 12 arc. There are no orbital reactions in the surrounding area. It looks like the army isn't patrolling here. Activate the orbital engine and begin transmitting orbital energy to each section of the airship.
Aye, sir. Orbital engine activated. Transmission of orbital energy to all sections underway. Orbital floor started. Orbital driver started.
Sublevels is all green. Alright. Lift off!
Aye, aye, sir.
Set the drive rate to 40% and maintain cruising speed. However, make sure that we can switch to battle speed at any time.
Aye, sir.
Looks like we'll make it back before morning. Yeah. I'm ready for some serious shut-eye myself, but I've got to report to Dawn first.
Oh, did you just hear something? No, I didn't hear anything. That's all. I could have sworn it came from the deck below. Maybe it's just a mouse or something. I'll have to clean up the place when I can find some free time. You can saw Estelle hiding behind the stairs.
Of course, your hideout was in the Nebel Valley.
Oh, boy, am I tired.
Ever since we came here my night and day, I've been completely reversed. We just gotta tough things out a little longer now we can say goodbye to this horrible life. With Don as our leader, we can't go wrong.
But do you think Don's been acting a little strange lately? I mean, he's kind of scared to talk to these days.
How much knock the crap off? Caller just said heard you talking like that and beat you upside the head.
But it's just that...
I'm sure you're just tired from lack of sleep. Let's hurry and finish up here and get some rest. You're welcome to take a rest now if you'd like.
Oh! Your doze.
You're too late! What can you do? Contact the medium area.
Phew, it looks like we're able to get in here without any trouble.
I'm amazed that this little plan actually worked. I guess we all have you to thank this time. But seriously, I was getting pretty nervous. I wasn't sure what we were going to do if we got caught storing away. Well, even if we were discovered, we just had to take control of the airship. We would have had an advantage fighting against this slot in this tight quarters. Superior numbers mean nothing without space to maneuver in. Olivier, so you thought that far ahead, taking all those factors into account, huh?
Not in a million years, are you kidding? I simply thought it would be fun to infiltrate an enemy base.
I think it would have been better off if we said nothing at all. Give the poor guy a break. At least we were able to get in here without incident. Anyway, this looks like somewhere in the Nebel Valley. The Nebel Valley? Like the one on the border between of Bose and Roland? Well, that explains why it's so misty outside. And this is definitely terrain covered with extreme differences in height, which prevent the landing of any large aircraft. Looks like your guess was right, Shara. Yeah, well, it didn't seem to help us much in getting in here. But anyhow, we don't have time to be hanging around here. We need to subdue the Sky Bandits and ensure the safety of the hostages being held captive. And of course, your father, Cassius, too. Great!
Understood.
Okay, let me first go in. As well hit the rest button. I don't think there's anything else of note in here. And let's make a save. Why are there monsters inside their hideout? Actually, everybody's so tight. Might as well. That's not a chest I can open. Not a chest I can open. Found a scorpion. This chest is already empty, you double dipper. That to me sounds like, yep. Found an EP charge. The chest is empty. Makes you want to cry, doesn't it? The whistle of some men can be heard. Sounds like some of the grunts. Shall we rush the room? Not yet. Hold on a second. I can hear someone talking on the other side of the door. Looks like some of the grunts. Let's take care of that before we move on, so there are no surprises behind us later. Alright. In that case... Jeweled ring, yes! The chest is empty. How tragic. That was important because that was the ring that we were looking for. Okay, now we can rush the room.
Huh? Oh, you guys new around here?
Like in your freaking dreams. Are these guys for real?
But if you're not new here, then who are you? What? Are you supposed to be intruders?
Bingo! Or the Bracer Guild.
I think it would be best if you surrendered. Forget that! We won't give up without a fight.
Just smacking the good old-fashioned shit out of all these dudes.
Oh, are we done already?
Got poison. Oh. Alright, now where are the hostages? If you don't start talking, there are going to be some serious consequences involving a whip.
Do what you want with us. We're not going to talk.
Oh, is that so? Let me handle this, Estelle. Sure. Can't stand to warn you guys.
Oh!
Honestly, I'm being quite gentle with you. Don't think for a second that you're allowed to pass out yet. But if you start talking, maybe I'll be kind enough to let you.
Yikes! They're down below, so we're correct guarding them.
Very good. And where are your leaders? Colin just said, right?
Forget it, lady, do your worst. No one will tell you where they are.
So the hostages are one thing, but you're not going to sell to your bosses, man. I guess there's only one thing left to do.
Oh.
Holy Stragus, sure is as unforgiving as ever. This? No, I've been far more unforgiving.
Any masochist would be thrilled to make your acquaintance, Shara.
And my wife will be thrilled to make yours.
Maybe some other time.
Looks like the hostages are being held down below. Let's hurry. I definitely need to do some healing. Oh, we can make a nice amount of cheese risotto. Yeah, French fries are not that interesting to me. Make some more of these too, because we've been using them slowly but surely. How the fuck did they get anything done when there's so many giant monsters? Oh, come on, Joshua! Alright. Nothing in this room. Come on, turn around. You gross plant thingy. Well, let's stick to what we've been doing. I guess I'll save Shara's MP a little. Bro, just attack these and kill them that way, huh?
That's that. Let's move out.
Anyone have a clue what this place is? It's way too big for these bandits to have built and seems pretty ancient. It almost feels like a stronghold of some sort, and I agree, this place is pretty old. I wonder if people used hidden forts like this one as hideouts back then.
As far as I've heard, the turmoil following the Great Collapse continued on for several hundred years. So it doesn't seem that strange to me that something like this is still around.
Great Collapse?
The collapse of the ancient Zemirian civilization which existed more than 1,200 years ago. It's said that a huge natural catastrophe wiped them out.
Oh, you mean like Professor Alba said before? I tell you what, though, for being a place this hard to find, someone's got some serious bad taste in hideouts. Not to mention, there are all sorts of monsters lurking around in here, too. I wonder if this is how all men like to live. Shara.
Just what kind of men are you hanging out with?
Dirty hallways? Yes. Monsters? Not really. Found Striga R. It just has nothing left to offer you. Oh, I guess maybe Shara can also wear them? Yeah. Nice. Because let me double check, but I think these are very much... Oh no. Yeah, then give them to Joshua. Oops. Okay. You're nasty. Can we finish off that owl? Yes. Oh, Cher leveled up. Nice. So I don't have to heal her anymore. Nothing in here. Alright, two of these, huh? Okay. Well, if we've got a crit, might as well. And oh, both Joshua and Estelle leveled up too. Joshua learned taunt, it said, right? Yep, okay. Oh, damn. Oh, that's not gonna be good. Run. Firebolt. Yeah, let's keep firebolting these dudes too. Okay. Do not rush the room yet. Okay, this might be the proper way forward. I mean, we're doing good XP. Let's keep fighting these dudes, I guess. Alright, let's try, okay, here. Oh! What's this? I'm guessing it's a normal vacuum. It looks like the newest model, so it's probably stolen. Interesting. Huh? What's this? Is something stuffed inside? Found black notebook. A notebook? Yep, that's what it looks like to me. But what's something like this doing inside a vacuum? It's probably something important. Let's just hold on to it just in case. Yeah, good idea. Can I look at it? Nope. Yep. Found bear salt. Just as empty, because you emptied. Funny how that works now. Cool. You know what? Let's eat some cheese risotto. Sorry, I was running through to make sure I wasn't missing anything. Alright. We've basically done everything we needed to, found all the secret treasure, so we just keep going. Russian!
Who are you guys supposed to be? Bracers? How'd you get in here?
It looks like the hostages are being held in a room just beyond here. I think it's time you surrender quietly, or else.
Don't kid yourself. Let's get him.
Alright, what's the best one? Because you gotta center it on one guy. Oh, this is Shara. You should also... No, you don't have a... Okay, I thought you had, but you don't. But your quick draw is... Alright, and now these last few jerks we can take care of easily. What's going on out there?
Seems like a bit loud for just internal squabble.
Is everyone alright? We're with the Bracer Guild and we've come to rescue you.
Seriously? We're saved?
We've taken care of the guards, so you don't need to worry about anything for the moment.
Really?
We've been saved?
I'm Grant, captain of the airliner, Linda. I don't know how to express my gratitude for what you've done for us here today.
You can thank us after we've gotten you out of here. By the way... Huh? It doesn't look like he's here.
Who?
Are these all the hostages?
Yes, that's correct. This is everybody who was on the Linda, including crew and passengers.
That can't be right. Wasn't there a man by the name of Cassius Bride on this flight? He's a member of the Bracer Guild.
Cassius Bright? I just seem to remember hearing that name somewhere.
Captain, isn't he that passenger? You know, the one who got off right before we left?
Right, now that you mention it, there was one passenger who did get off.
What do you mean?
Well, there was this one passenger who disembarked the airliner right before we took off. A man who had been on board since Earl City, and he did seem to have such a name if I remember correctly.
What? But his name was on the passenger list.
Well, since he got off right before we departed, there wasn't any time to document the changes. That would have been handled that we arrived in Roland, but we were attacked by the Sky Bandits en route, and things got left as they were.
So that's what happened, huh? Thought it would have been awfully strange if that had been captured by the Sky Bandits. Well, looks like our question has finally been answered. How ironic! Now wait a minute. Then, what is Dad doing? There's something this big going on. Why hasn't he contacted us? Calm down, Estelle. I know you're as curious to know as I am, but thinking about it now isn't going to get us anywhere. Our focus needs to be on securing the safety of the hostages. Okay. You're right. I guess I'll just have to forget about it for now. Listen up, everyone. We're not going to go after the Sky Bandit leaders and arrest them. I know how you all must feel, but I need you to sit tight a little longer.
We'll be waiting here. Good luck. If that's the case, we'll prepare for the worst. Our lives are in your hands. In other words, don't let us down.
Leave everything to us. Alright. Well, that at least explains why we haven't heard from Cassius. Okay. Yep, it looks like it's a Sky Bandit's boss's room. Not yet. Found a reviving bomb. The treasure chest is offended that you have returned. Was the first time not good enough for you? There's a rock wall at the end of the passage. Is this a dead end? No, it looks like there's something here. Shall we try pushing on it? Sure. Oh, secret passage. This was a secret door?
That's quite the neat little trick there. I wouldn't expect anything less from Secret Floor.
This looks like it's a corner of the Nebel Valley. Sure, should we help the hostages escape first? No, we need to take out the Sky Bandit's boss first. If we're attacked while attempting to escape, there's no way we'll be able to protect that many people. Oh, that's true.
Well then, how about we get him back in there and have a face-to-face chat with a gentleman running this fine operation?
That's cool. Yeah. Eavesdrop.
So the Queen's gonna pay out the ransom, is she? Now I can finally say goodbye to this meager leaving.
Don't get careless, bro. We haven't got the money in hand yet. Yeah, we'll lead to the settlement plan on how to let the hostages go.
Let the hostages go? Now hold on a minute, why do I have to bother with that?
Yeah, but...
Once we get our Mira, we'll just kill them all and be done with it. We have no need to leave them alive.
Don? You're joking, right?
They knew exactly what we looked like, remember? Even if we left Liver for good, we could still be tracked, right?
But there are old people and kids among them. Do you really intend to kill them all?
I swear, no matter how old you get, you never grow up. This is a playtime, get it?
But I... I'm sorry to say this, bro,
But I'm against killing the hostages too. I guess we'll never forgive us if we do that.
and I don't want to get our home back with beer staining the blood of innocent people.
Kyle, since when you become the boss around here?
Eh?
I think it's about time you learn your place.
Kyle?
Who cares about our old home? With this kind of Mira coming in, what could you possibly want with our old worthless land? Ha! We're gonna blow all this cash somewhere into Southern Resort and enjoy the good life for a while.
What did you say?
And once we run out of Mira, we'll just hijack another airship. This is going to be the future of the capitalist Sky Bandits.
Don, what's happened to you? What in Adios name has happened to you? Sorry to interrupt, but could you have your little family feud later? You again? Racers? Why are you here?
How can you say something so heartless? Especially after you gave us a lift here in your own airship.
Impossible! What are you talking about? It can't be. You had your airship sitting in front of the Emerald Tower, right? We just slipped in when you weren't looking and hid in the cargo hull. In other words, you stole a ride from a bandit. Ha! Take that! For a dimwit, you've really outdone yourself this time. Who are you calling a dimwit? You two-faced dumb boy! What'd you just call me? You bimbo, airhead brute! Just try and say that again! Alright, enough of the bickering between you two. We've liberated the hostages and defeated the other members of your group. So it looks like all that's left is you three. In accordance with the laws of the Bracer Guild, you are hereby placed under arrest. It would be best not to resist. And... Bruh.
Carl, Gisette, what is the meaning of this?
Sorry, bro. I'm sorry, Don.
That's okay. I'll forgive you just this once. Once I killed him, they'll be down.
What?
What a bunch of fools you are. To think that pitiful number of people that you could ever capture Don Capua.
Ah! Look at how effortlessly he handled an old volcano.
God, Gisette, it's time to earn some game. And I like my spark bloody.
Okay, Cal is weak to basically everything. We're gonna pop a Stone Impact. We're of course gonna cancel. Oh, come on. Why don't I use the frag thing? Oh, of course, the stone is the only thing that doesn't do extra damage. Never mind. Okay, let's try this again. Good. Oh, can I do anti-sept on her in time? Yes. I think it's time to do a bunch of latte. Okay, let's just knock her out. And then focus on the Dawn. And finally.
Seems you came up short.
These guys are tough. So this is a strength of Bracer, huh? But crap, how can I listen to this girl? And that's how it's done. Have you learned your lesson yet? Now that this has been settled, I'm going to ask you to surrender. Nicely. Any more trouble out of you, and, well, you know what will happen, right? Charizard stroked her whip and smiled at Gisette. Yikes! No, anything but that. Why me? Why do I have to go down like this?
Ow, what's going on? I hurt all over. When did I get an orbital cannon? What the heck?
Bruh? Don?
Oh, Gisette, are you back from Roland already? If you're back disquieted, I guess things did work out, huh?
Eh?
Haha, don't try to cover it up. If you've read enough, then how about leaving the breadwinning to us men? We probably won't be able to earn a whole lot, but be patient.
Don, what are you talking about? Did you hit your head, bro? Gisette came back from Roland forever ago. I went to pick her up right after we attacked the airliner.
What? Attacked an airliner? What's all this crazy talk? We never did something like that.
What is this guy talking about? I don't think he's trying to discover his butt. I think he really doesn't know.
Come to think of it, who are these strangers? Don't tell me you're new recruits.
Sorry to burst your bubble, but we're not. We're with the Bracer Guild.
Huh? What are a bunch of greasers doing up here?
This guy's completely lost his marbles.
What an interesting turn of events.
Whether you're forgotten or not, you're still under arrest. You've charged with hijacking an airliner, hostage taking, demanding a ransom and other such offenses.
Hijacking an airliner? Hostage taking and demanding a ransom? Come, just say it. Tell me that this is some kind of joke.
Don't. I think that's my line. But thanks to you, bro, we've got a chance to escape. Ah! Oh, hell, not again.
Hey.
Yeah? We'll talk about this later. Let's just focus on getting out of here.
I'm never going to get the smell of this out of my hair.
Let's hurry and get out of this room. Which way did they go? They went up. They're going to try and escape in the airship. Ah! After tracking them this far, we can't let them get away. We've got to catch them. Right. Understood.
I've made it out alive. Oh, what a tragedy this has become. My delicate nasal cavity.
Hey, Olivier! We better hurry. We're going to leave you behind.
Wait for me.
So to the airship? Really? Okay.
Hold it right there, you. You're not getting past us.
You guys are back from work for taking a righteous beating like that?
Now that's what I call tough.
If you don't want to move, then we're just gonna have to force our way through. I was not expecting a fight right now, but that's okay. Up in an aerial, around here. Come in a little closer. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, that's fine, we can do this.
We're good to go.
This is Shara. Alright. We did manage to heal up. This aerial is hitting everybody, so we're in a better spot now. Alright. I would like to not face a monster right now. No offense, I'm just gonna run. Nope. Down here, over here.
Don't think you're going up any further. Take the hostages and go.
So we're back for more, huh? When will you learn? What are you trying to do? Buy time for your leaders to escape?
Heh, they've done a lot for us over the years. Now it's time to return the favor.
Yeah, let's just keep popping aerial. No, of course you're not. Jerks. It doesn't matter.
We're good to go.
Right, let's have the cheese risotto just in case. By the way, a cheese risotto is not a thing you would do. Like, you put cheese on top of risotto, but you don't make it cheesy risotto or something. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Wait. No, yeah, this is right, this is right, this is right. Alright. The boring dialogue. Let's try seeing what Tom does. This should, I think, be the last fight before things are done. And this way. Oh. Huh? What's this? How dare me find out about this place? That liar. Things aren't supposed to go down like this. Hey, get your dirty mitts off of me.
What's going on here?
So those are the ringleaders of the Sky Bandits? I'm surprised they're such a young woman, too. How about you shut your yab and start taking some good pictures? What are the chances of getting another scoop like this?
So how about it, Niall? Is that enough to help you write a decent article? You're better at this!
I'm really grateful that you took us along. Oh, and would you mind if we took a picture of you while we're at it?
What do you think, General Morgan? Do as you like. This plan was successful thanks to your genius. In all honesty, this is truly something to boast about. No, this was just a result of the accuracy of the Intelligence Division's analysis. And thanks to the cooperation of those of you standing over there. What?
What are you guys... I mean, how the heck... What's going on exactly?
Let me do something real quick. Okay, that's what I thought. That's okay. Yep. I remembered it right. It's you kids again.
Hey, look, it's Estelle and Joshua.
Racers, why are you here?
Just for the record, I'll tell you, we infiltrated this place one step ahead of you. Again. And the entire hideout has been subdued. Which is the fleeing Sky Bandits leader up this way. But I never would have guessed that the Royal Army's patrol ships would be waiting.
Oh, once again, you overstepped your bounds.
With all due respect, General, it was because of them that our military strikes saw this level of success. Therefore, should we in turn recognize their achievements?
Do as you wish. I'll leave the rest up to your discretion. I'll return to the ship and see what information I can get out of these Sky Bandits.
Very well, General. That old man's as stubborn as ever. He's not a bad person, he just lacks a little flexibility. That aside, where are the other Sky Bandits and hostages? The other lackeys should just be lying all over the place unconscious. As for the hostages, we have them waiting in the same room they were imprisoned in.
I see. You have done this nation a great service. Please leave the transportation of the hostages and cargo to us. Let's move, Captain Amalthea.
Yes, Colonel.
What you mean, Colonel? I would like to interview you kids, but this time the Colonel is top priority. But if we have another opportunity, I'll appreciate doing one with you too.
See you later, Estelle, Joshua.
My, you had your whole shining moment uprooted and stolen just like that.
You got that right. Don't let it bother you, Estelle. The Bracer's role has always been that of the unsung hero. So there's no real reason for us to stand out.
That sounds about right, yeah.
That always made a point of staying in the background, too. Really? I never noticed. Ah! Where is that? I guess that's the one problem we still got to figure out. Where is that now? What is he doing? Why hasn't he tried to contact us? Looks like there's nothing else left for us to do here. In the meantime, let's get back to Bose and report what happened with the incident. We'll try and figure out what to do about your dad after that. I appreciate all your hard work. It appears that my impression about you was right. I knew that you would come through and bring closure to this incident. Yeah, but the army took off with all the glory. So I don't know if we could exactly say that we solved the case. No, that's not true. If you hadn't been there, I don't know if the army's raid would have been so successful. Backed into corner as they were, the Sky Bandits may very well have farmed the hostages. Agreed! Everything worked out because you infiltrated their hideout and took them out ahead of time. You should be proud of what you've done. You really think so? It's true that the hostages were freed and the Sky Bandits arrested. But it's a bit vexing to know that there are still some unanswered questions left. The men who appeared on the Valera Lakeshore and the mystifying accident of the leader of the Sky Bandits. I think we should consider there's a lot behind this incident that we don't know about. Well, I guess you'll have to leave that part up to the Royal Army to figure out. With all the culprits being detained by now, there's not really much left we can do. Anyway, we should be glad the hauled hostages came back safe. Thanks to the news about the arrest of the Sky Bandits, things are returning to normal here in town. As token of my thanks, I've added a bit of bonus to your reward. Really, are you okay with that? Ah, of course I am. I'd like to thank you too, Olivier. I just hope that my work was worth the price of that Grand Chardonnay. Yes, in fact there was change to spare. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and if anything else comes up, I'd greatly appreciate your help again. Good day. Wow, nice that someone appreciates us. I'm sure that the incident had gone on any longer would have caused much more confusion. It's probably only natural that the mayor is as happy as she is. Now I'm starting to feel all giddy inside. I don't think a Bracer could be any more happy than knowing her work helped out a bunch of other people. Hey, if you say so. But I think it's safe to say that you're no longer greenhorns. Honestly, the two of you really surprised me to start. You think so? Well, at your age, please accept your assessment and pay for clearing up the incident. Receive Haze course as a perk. Here's the pay I was talking about. It's a very, very nice sum. And this is from me. Isn't this a recommendation from the Bose branch? Is that alright to give this to us so soon? Of course! It would be downright rude for me not to recommend you after resolving such a big incident. Please accept it. Thank you, Lugrin. We'll work hard so that we don't bring any embarrassment on this recommendation. Great work, you two. I'm sure your father would be extremely pleased if he heard the news. Sure. You're probably right. I wonder what on earth Cassius could be doing right now. Not contacting the guild is one thing, but not contacting his family is a completely different matter. Yeah, that's definitely not like him. After he suddenly disembarked from the airliner in Bose, I wonder where he could have gone. Excuse me, please. Aren't you the receptionist from the land port? What's the matter?
You see, we're covering some of the cargo stolen by the Sky Bandits, and among some of the pieces were a number of parcels addressed to the Bracer Guild. So I'm here to deliver one of them today.
I appreciate you doing that. But wait a minute. Why is there something addressed to this branch when the airliner left to Bose to begin with?
It's actually addressed to the Roland branch, but aren't Cassius Brett's family members here?
What? That's us, but...
Oh, perfect. We contacted the Roland branch and they said you had come here. Here you are. This is the parcel.
Estelle was given both the letter and the parcel. This letter, yep, it's in Dad's handwriting. It's addressed to Joshua and I, the Roland branch. Seems as if he just scribbled it out before he got off the airliner. I guess Dad did intend on getting in contact with us after all. Oh. Well, that's good to hear. So the parcel's from your dad, too? No, this one looks like it was sent to my dad by someone else. Huh? That's odd. Yeah, the sender hasn't written the name anywhere.
Okay, my business here is done, so I'll be on my way. Oh, and one more thing. Could jump and help harass the Sky Bandits. Your bracers sure do excellent work.
Anything with that clue about your father would be mixed in with the airliner's cargo. Feel free to use the lounge upstairs to read this letter if you'd like. Thanks, Lugrin.
Well then, let's have a look at the contents, shall we?
You mind telling me what you're still doing here?
It's just plain and simple curiosity, that's all. Why did your father disembark the airliner prior to its departure? Were I forced to wait around for an answer, the question would stick in my mind, so I'd never be able to sleep at night.
And you're telling me this because...
Oh, how heartless and cruel can you be to a companion who has traveled alongside you? And just who is it you have to thank for being able to infiltrate the Sky Bandit's hideout, I wonder?
Alright, already. You can be a rather obnoxious fellow, I hope, you know. I guess we don't have much of a choice. However, depending on the content, we may have asked you to leave, okay?
Of course I understand.
Alright, let's see what he has to say. Estelle started by cutting the letter seal. Dear Estelle and Joshua, I'm sure you're probably about finished with the jobs I left for you, right? I'm also sure there are many things you'll have trouble with in the beginning, but take each one step at a time. I know you both can succeed. Anyway, it turns out I've had a little trouble with my own work. And unfortunately, it looks like I won't be able to make it home for quite some time. Please don't expect my return until after the Queen's birthday celebration. I'm really sorry that things turned out like they did, but you should be grown up enough not to be lonely while I'm away. So until I get back, I'll leave it up to the both of you to decide how you want to live. You're free to continue working in Roland, or you're free to pursue qualifying as a senior bracer. Your 16th year is a vintage time in your lives, so make sure not to waste it. Please give my regards to Sherazard and Aina. Aces Brave. That seems like the type of letter your father would write. It touches slightly on things, but it's full of consideration toward the both of you. Yeah, it looks that way.
The Queen's birthday celebration, is it? From what I've heard, that's still a ways off.
Yep, it's about 2 or 3 months away. Which means this would be the perfect time to take a small trip. I recall, I really wonder where your father is and what he's up to.
Forget about that, let's focus on what's in that package. With an unknown sender, there's bound to be something interesting inside.
To be honest, I'm pretty curious myself, but we shouldn't be opening things addressed to my dad.
Why don't you think of it this way? It was a package delivered by an unknown sender about the time your father disappeared. The two might be related, you know?
That's true. Olivier, don't come to Statler doing something to satisfy your own curiosity. Actually, though, Olivier does have a good point. Instead of leaving it until our dad comes home, it might be worth looking into. Okay, let's check it out. We still opened the package from the unknown sender. Inside was a shiny black hemispherical device. Also enclosed with a single memo with the item. What's this supposed to be? It's an ornament, although I'm not sure what it's used for. Let's see what the memo says. I was able to secure the item the aforesaid group was carrying, so please take care of it. Please ask Professor R to do an analysis of it when you find an opportunity. Hey. That's it? Yep, it looks like the sender didn't write anything else. Shara, do you have any idea who K or Professor R might be? I hate to say this, but I don't have a clue for either. Your father's pretty well known, so there's possibility these people could be foreigners too. This is the only thing we've got to go on, and I'm about ready to throw in the towel. What the heck is this black orbit anyway? From the shape alone, it doesn't look like anything intended for general use. Although it feels like it's a little similar to a battle orbit. Even so, it's still quite different. A normal battle orbit has slots in which to install quartz, but this one has none. Maybe this one is an artifact. An artifact? Precisely. An artifact is an ornament created by an ancient civilization. Artifacts are the models for all ornaments produced today. They're still occasionally discovered in ruins, and for the most part, Sepkin Church has custody over them. They're a type of antique, so to speak. But this one doesn't appear to be that old. Looks to me like it was made recently. You're right about that. However, this one almost seems like a black market item. Jeez, not look at what's happened because of my good for nothing, Dad. Doesn't he know that we're all worried about him? Estelle? I was getting some sketchy item from an unknown sender. What in the world has might have gotten himself into this time? Estelle. You know, Estelle, I've been thinking, how about we continue our journey? Huh? Joshua? This one that wrote in this letter, right? He said, oh, you're free to pursue qualifying as a senior bracer. Yeah, he did say that, but we already managed to get recommendations from Roland and Bose, right? All that's left are Ruan, Zeiss, and Grandsa, only those three. If we do jobless we travel around to these other regions, we might just hear something about where Dad is or what he's doing. I think we're just going ourselves for nothing considering Dad's skills. There's also the possibility that he may have even traveled abroad. But I think getting off our own duffs is a lot better than just sitting around and waiting. We just might be able to find this Professor R too. Joshua? What? You're a genius! Estelle, what are you talking about? This is like killing 2 birds with 1 stone, or maybe even 10. Sometimes I hate you for being so smart. So, should I consider that a yes? Oh, is it ever? Yes, yes, triple yes! Training to be senior bracers as a trial on liberal, and exposing that what a no-good middle-aged man has been doing in the process. I think you're somehow missing the point. It looks like she's back to her old self.
I guess it's settled then.
Well, take care. I'm going to head back to Roland now. That said, I'm still a little worried about you two. Are you sure you don't want me to come along? Get a rest, Shara. We'll be fine. The whole reason we're going on this trip is to become senior bracers. We wouldn't be training anymore if you came with us. And if you don't go back, your old branch would have a hard time managing things. Don't worry about us. We'll figure out a way to get things done. Well, if you insist. It's pretty rare for someone your age to be aiming for senior bracer status, so don't overdo it. And if you run into any trouble, contact the Roland branch, you got it? I'll come running no matter where you are. Sure. Thanks, Shara. And the same goes for you. Don't get yourself too liquored up. That's the only thing I'm worried about. Ha ha. Alright. I'll watch the number of drinks.
Never fear, dear children.
You can count on me to protect first, Shara. And why are you added to Roland? Not to mention with Shara.
It's because I've tasted all there is, still little taste of local dishes here at Bose, and I thought it was about time I turned my attentions towards another region. As for Roland's cuisine, I've heard the produce is just to die for, so that's what I'm looking forward to next.
That's pretty much it. He says he wants me to introduce him to a nice restaurant and some lovely vegetables or some such nonsense. Since he's so persistent, I only agreed to him coming along under the condition that he'd go drinking with me at the bar. We'll never see him alive again. Olivier, I really hope you understand what you've promised her.
I could die for the likes of fine women and food. Part of me longs to be by your side as you continue your journey, Joshua. But after many agonizing hours of consideration, I've decided to accompany Fair Scheherazade instead.
I think I'll be better off with you a safe distance away from me. Well, have fun, but I'm warning you. Don't you dare make any trouble in Roland, you hear me? And here's another piece of advice. When Cher's at the bar, watch out. That's where the gloves come off. I'm seriously not joking when I say you should beware. How dare you speak to you about your mentor like that, Estelle? And besides, Aina's coming along too. Yeah, and she's even worse than you. The gloves come off, huh? Is that, perchance, what you and Estelle were talking about before? Yes, Estelle said it best though. It was nice knowing you.
Yes, it was a pleasure.
Yeah? The Roland-bound airliner will be departing shortly. All passenger, please board the airship now. Well, Ollie boy, it looks like it's time for us to leave. Come on now, we'd better hurry and get on.
Cheryl, wait, can we talk this over? I'd just really appreciate it if I had just a little more time to think things through.
Sure you're not getting cold feet already. If you consider yourself a man, then quit acting like a ninny.
Yeah.
See you later, Shara.
Give regards to everyone in Roland. Have a wonderful trip, you two. Alright, that's the end of chapter 1. We're gonna save here. And call it for today's stream. So, we'll definitely not be back this afternoon. I'll be busy with our stuff, which is why I streamed this early. I might do some bonus streams tomorrow. Or maybe Friday night or Saturday night. I'm still unsure. No, Friday night maybe. But probably won't be streaming on Sunday either. So we'll kind of see if I can sneak up another makeup stream or if I'll stream something else instead. But in the meantime, thank you for checking this video. You can find me on twitch.tv/GamersNick and youtube.com/GamesWithNick. Watching on Twitch, make sure to check out the YouTube channel as well. There's some exclusive content there, including some retro gaming stuff. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, let me know what you enjoy watching. Watching this on YouTube, thank you for watching it. Come check me out on Twitch as well. Not sure when I'm streaming by the time this video will go live on Twitch, but there's plenty of good stuff. Where does this come from? There's plenty of stuff on the channel already. Come and give a follow. Come and say hi in the chat. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.